Thanks to ecobee for sponsoring today's video. What's going on, guys? It's your average consumer, and as many of you know, we bought a house for our new studio, and we've been working on a ton of upgrades. A lot of the rooms are finally coming together. We'll have videos on that soon, but most importantly, we've been adding some really interesting smart home tech since we want this to be a smart home. And we've just gone ahead and added one of the most important parts to this smart home, so come check it out. This right here is the ecobee smart doorbell camera, and it's pretty dope. We've been using ecobee in our studio for over a year, so when they dropped like a doorbell camera, I was hyped. Now, this is the first smart doorbell camera by ecobee, and it fits right into the ecosystem they've put together. On the outside, it looks like your standard clean doorbell camera with its 1080p camera at top, large doorbell button on the bottom. And I don't know about you guys, but I really like the green light loop around the button here. Now, we get all of the seasons here, and this thing not only has an IP65 waterproof and dust protection rating, but it also can operate between -13 to 113 degrees Fahrenheit. If the temperature ever breaks this thing, we're moving. Now, this doorbell is a completely wired system, which I'm a fan of because I don't like the idea of having to charge anything that has to live outdoors. Now, some other wired doorbells out there still require batteries to work, and in extreme temperatures, whether it's hot or cold, it can cause it to fail, which is not something you have to worry about here. Now, the camera's also packed with other features like night vision. It has a built-in microphone, of course, and it has light sensors. But the thing that I'm really digging about this is the built-in radar sensor that only hits you with alerts when someone or something is actually at your door. Like, I know a lot of you know, it can get really annoying to get those activity alerts when the activity is nowhere near your door, like cars passing by. What's nice though is that you can adjust your zone if you want specific areas to be monitored as well. Now, a feature like this is obviously going to be important to us since we're always on the lookout for our packages. Now, there's another really cool feature, but we gotta go inside for that one. So check it out, you guys. This right here is the ecobee Smart Thermostat Premium. Now, you guys might remember in the old studio, we had an ecobee smart thermostat as well. So of course we had to bring that over. With this thermostat, we can actually get a live view of someone who rings the doorbell right from here on the screen. Dom, you gonna do the honors, man?
Sure.
So not only did you hear it ring, which we'll talk about in a second, but you'll also see that it's going to connect right to the doorbell. And there goes Dom, doing his thing. And you can actually talk to the person too. Yo, Dom, you wanna come back in?
Sure.
And just like that. And that's a pretty sick feature because you basically have eyes on your door without you being anywhere near it or even having to pull out your phone. So Jay, who usually sits right here, can just take a look at the thermostat to see who's at the door. Not to mention, it makes the entire home chime when you ring the bell. So you guys heard it. It chimed right from the thermostat. It chimed from the regular chime that we have here. So if you've got some like multi-zone action with multiple of these, there's no chance you're missing your doorbell. I don't know, the way that all worked, it's like a commercial just now. It was just too perfect. Like the way he just, I don't know, Dom was right there. I don't know, like commercial stuff. And from a camera quality perspective, I mean, this thing looks really good. All of the subjects that come into frame look really clear. And because it has this vertical 175 degree field of view, you can even see if packages are left against your door. I don't know how many times I've had like packages that were held up against our door and even food deliveries that were just too small to see because of how close they were to the door. With this kind of view, you can pretty much see everything. It even has this enhanced low light vision. So as it gets darker at night, it'll be able to still see everything going on with full color. And of course, when it gets really dark, the night vision kicks in. So whether it's like a daytime or nighttime shot, so far, everything has looked really clear. Can't complain about that. And there's actually gonna be this really cool feature, which is currently in beta called Smart Focus, where it'll actually focus on what's happening in the frame. So there's also some other cool features coming down the line. But so far, not mad at what this looks like. Now, obviously there's the whole app component over here, and you can go in and it's actually a pretty simple interface. So over here, you've got like your talk button. So if somebody's at the door, You can interact with them right here without having to actually be at your home. You can also record what's going on. So you can take a video if you saw something happen. You can take a video, you can take a snapshot. You can even run the siren. The siren will, scare off any potential intruders. And it actually works with like the thermostat as well. So obviously you get like a lot of control from the app. And in the app, you can just see all of like the different ecobee things that you've got going on. You got your live view for your doorbell, thermostat over here, and even your smart sensors. So we've actually got a couple smart sensors in here. I've actually got one right here behind me. It can keep track of the temperature in here. We also have sensors on our windows to make sure if they ever open when they're not supposed to be, we'll know right away. So there are all these little bits in the ecobee ecosystem. I guess it makes sense. But yeah, there are all these different things in the ecosystem that just work together in really smart ways. But that's just like the big component to our whole smart home system that we've got going over here in the studio. Little pieces like this that'll change the temperature to something that I'll find more comfortable in here. A smart doorbell so we can keep track of who's coming in and out of here. And the whole way it works with the thermostat is just all really nice and makes life super easy. So if you guys are interested in like getting something similar to what we've got set up over here, I'm gonna have links down below in the description for you guys to check out. But it's been pretty nice so far. And I'm excited to see what else ecobee comes out with. But that about wraps it up for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you wanna see more content on what we're doing with the studio, definitely make sure you're subscribed. We have a ton of stuff planned. I'm excited for you guys to see it. But till the next video, guys, it's your average consumer. Peace.